What's up, everybody? The Chiefs signed somebody we're familiar with, running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's somebody I'm not actually surprised about, even though at the same time I was surprised to see this was the running back that the Chiefs decided to sign because they had somebody else in the building today as well. So we got to talk about it. But first, all right, so just after the Chiefs traded away L'Jarius Sneed, got it finalized, I believe yesterday, the transaction was final, meaning the $20 million was now freed up for the Chiefs to go and sign some people. Well, we know, hey, they need a QB2. They need an RB2. They've got a left tackle need, defensive end. You know, Mike Dan has been thrown in the conversation. Well, they've started making moves and filling these holes. So let's talk about this real quick. Last night, I already did a video on this, and I have a much more in-depth video dropping later today, but they signed quarterback Carson Wentz as QB2 to back up Patrick Mahomes, the youngest veteran backup QB Mahomes has ever had. Wentz is only like 31 years old. Well, then today, the Chiefs had JK Dobbins in for a visit, and he's only 25, but this man has dealt with a ton of injuries. Okay, so Dobbins gave me a bit of pause. I was like, well, even if the Chiefs sign him, I like the idea of JK Dobbins coming to Kansas City, but I still didn't feel confident in the room being done. I think I actually tweeted out earlier today, surely the Chiefs won't bank on Dobbins staying healthy as their primary plan at running back aside from Pacheco and would still look to add another running back somehow, right? Obviously, that could be a combo of the draft or another veteran free agent. And it looks like they opted to go with former draft pick, 2020 first-round draft pick, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They did not pick up his fifth-year option because it would have been a lot of money. Instead, they brought him back on a one-year deal that's probably going to be a vet minimum. And I just want to tell you guys, this makes complete sense. I am 100% okay with this signing, even though I know some people will not be happy with it. Here's what I'm fine with. He knows the system. He's proven it. As long as he can stay healthy, it's fine. Jerick McKinnon was injured for portions of last season, and CEH kind of stepped right in that role for him. Was a nice 1-2 combo with Pacheco. CEH was out there a lot on third downs. He broke off some big runs. Like, it was fine. Is CEH elite? No, but he's fine. In the system, they'll probably still add or look to add another one in the draft or something like that. But if you would have told me, hey, the Chiefs are going to decline Clyde Edwards-Helaire's fifth-year option, but bring him back on probably what's closer to, I would imagine, a vetmin deal or a cheaper deal with incentives built in instead of paying the multiple $1 million it was going to be for his fifth-year option. I was going to be okay with that. I've said this in a couple different videos. I would not be surprised to see CEH return to the running back room. He's loved in Kansas City. He works hard. Again, he's not the fastest guy. He's not the fastest if you're wanting to go outside on these runs. Like, he doesn't have that kind of speed. But in his role, if they don't bring McKinnon back or something, like, I think that's fine. Obviously, I would love McKinnon back. They did say with the announcement of CEH that, let me pull this up. They said the Chiefs are re-signing Clyde. They had Dobbins in the building today too. But Dobbins, as of right now at least, remains a free agent. Nate Taylor of The Athletic said that today was productive for both parties, talking about the Chiefs and Dobbins, perhaps a partnership that could happen later this offseason. So as of right now, I'm not sure what was the hang up there. Like, they brought Dobbins in today, and then we're like, all right, well, that was nice, but we're going to sign CEH. I'm not sure if that was just always the plan to sign CEH today, and it just happened to be the same day that Dobbins visited. So that, Dobbins could be added later, but CEH, again, he dealt with some injuries in his career, but not even close to JK Dobbins. Dobbins with the knee, multiple knee injuries. Then he tore his Achilles last year, week 1 of the 2023 NFL season. And this guy has been really riddled with injuries. So Clyde, meanwhile, is young too. How old is he? 24, 25, maybe bordering on 26. He's still young. And you got a guy that knows the system in and out, through and through. so well that he was even running with the scout team 2 seasons ago as a receiver. Okay? He's only 5'7", but he climbed the ladder for a receiving touchdown earlier this season. We remember that. So think what you'll want about the return of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It makes sense. Knows the system. It's going to be cheap. Win-win for both parties. You need more than just Pacheco. That guy runs so hard. He's going to get banged up, and he's already had multiple surgeries himself. So I like CEH being there and being around. I just don't think you're done with the running back room, even with the addition of CEH. So maybe it's a JK Dobbins later. Maybe it's a later round draft pick in this year's draft. Or maybe they're really high on Deneric Prince and LaMichael Pirine. They did list LRZ, Louis Rees-Zammit, the new guy that they signed, the rugby star from Wales. They signed him, and he's listed as a running back. I don't know what to make of that at this point in time. I think it makes sense for him as a returner, but hey, he could contribute earlier than expected. Some people have left comments saying I have no faith in him. It's just like, I have faith in LRZ, but he's never played football before, so I just need to kind of see it. But I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for his story for sure. But with all that being said, guys, that's really the update. They've made a couple of moves. You had Carson Wentz last night. You have CEH today, and more moves are incoming. No update right now, as of right now, on the Rashee Rice situation. It's going to be a fluid situation that we're just going to have to monitor. I'll look at a couple comments and jump right off. And I got a video that I'm dropping tonight, so I've got to get on that too. Your problem, CH can't break the first tackle. I mean, yeah, he's not perfect by any means, but he did break off some decent runs this past season. He's a decent receiving back option as well. Sean with the 5 said, I like a few running backs we can get in the 4th round. Isaac Gorindo, Will Shipley, Gore Jr. in the 7th. Gore Jr. Ooh, nice. Yeah, man, there's some options for them to add via the draft. It doesn't have to all be free agents as well. Jeremy said, thoughts on Dobbins' visit? Go listen earlier in this video. I talked about it, and then I'm dropping one later tonight talking much more about it as well. So when Dobbins gets injured, it's just Pacheco and CEH. Well, Dobbins did not sign. Only CEH signed. So that's kind of what it's looking like. It's just a nice little piece to add to the room. It's nothing earth-shattering. It makes complete sense. I told you guys I would not be surprised to see him back on a 1-year deal. They ended up getting it done. Makes sense for both sides. There's the update. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you tonight for the Q&A, but I'm also dropping a video here in a couple hours. So until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go.
How about